Okay. Random Fox. See, I don't know why the Emerald question mark carried over. Oh, we got Fox Fairy. But, like, nothing else did. Like, why did all the other props disappear? That's a prop, too. Why did the other props disappear? Like, I don't understand. But, hey, at least that one didn't disappear. Fish? Well, which fish? The throwfish? Let me look. Throwfish. Well, that's not a prop. The throwfish is not a prop. That's an object. Apple, boba, throwfish. Oh, yeah, it's missing. Hold on. But it's not missing, it's just not checked. Why did it get unchecked? Did everything get unchecked? No, it didn't get unchecked. Why did... Alright, that's still good. That's fine. That's still fine. Although that one's not active anyway. That's probably right. Okay, I got that. Oh no. Okay, I think we're good. I got the fish up and running. I also got the hug bomb up and running. So, we're gonna find stuff broken, okay? I just want you guys to be aware of that. We're gonna find stuff broken. Every time we update this, it breaks stuff, okay? That's life. I'm honestly just happy I can stream and have audio working and the VNeon working, and we'll get back. So we did not load game. I'm gonna have to go start a new game. Alright, we did this one. Alright, I think this is the last one. Alright, this is the last one, okay? Spirit of Justice. We have like 5 or 6 more cases, and then that is it for this game. So we're looking at probably...
On the western edge of the Far East.
a month? I don't know.
Lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery. The Kingdom of Khurain.
Are they the Fire Kingdom? I've never seen
But
Avatar.
now, the flames of revolution are threatening to consume it whole. But things like revolt and revolution were the furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
This reminds me of Far Cry 4. Yeah, I look out of place. he looks out of place. King Crane, death's not the end. Even after death, the soul lives on in the twilight realm. And priestesses can commune with the spirits of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother, fear only the impurities of your soul. That's nothing to say before you murder somebody. Jesus? Despite of my soul, I'll have the child take the blame. Okay, I do also want to say something before we get too far in this. I've already announced this multiple times. FanFest has been announced. My goal is to finish Final Fantasy XIV, the main story quest, before I go to FanFest. I have 8 months, 7 months, 8 months, I don't know. I have 7 to 8 months to finish it. So I'm going to have a Final Fantasy XIV month in there somewhere. Okay? I think it's going to take that at least to finish out what we have. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. That's going to happen whether somebody requests it or not. I'm probably going to have to put game requests on hold for a period and at least try to do as much as I can. I told you guys I had an old account. I went ahead and renewed my old account as well. Yes, all the way to current patch, Kyle. So that is why I'm saying it now. Because we're probably, even after that, that's probably not going to be enough. If I do 1 whole month, that is approximately 130 hours of stream, 130 hours of games, or 130 hours of Final Fantasy XIV for 1 month. That will probably give me 2 expansions. Thanks, Kyle. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. So, yeah, I want you guys to be aware of that. We gotta get a move on that. Because I don't really have a choice. I must finish FanFest. I want to get caught up so the stuff will make sense. People told me I have time. I don't seem to have time anymore. Because even if I try to do it off stream, I don't have enough time off stream to do it. It has to be on stream. Because I don't have any hours between now and then off stream and without, you know, being at work entirely. So I don't know, I would probably do that in like October maybe. Maybe I'll take a week off and do like some bonus streams as well. So I can burn some stuff. But also I want to make my recordings that week as well. So we'll figure something out. I just want you guys to be aware of my time constraints now. Yeah, so it's gotta happen. And that's just how it is. So it may become a little bit more of a bigger part of my stream. Maybe I'll take that up after Ace Attorney and just keep going. Weekdays will be Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, I can't do that. That's definitely an option. Dark Souls we're probably what? Dark Souls is probably like 50% done. Probably. So I can do Dark Souls right after this and then start pushing Final Fantasy XIV. And it'll just be our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Solo Fox Saturday evening game. So that gives us an extra 5 days, an extra 4 days a week, basically, to do it. Alright, so pressing on. That means we gotta finish this, don't we? Ooh, I'm finally here. This is the Kingdom of Khura'in, huh? What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. Let's look at this place. Get a load of this street. It really feels like I'm in another world here. And that gorgeous temple. I read this center of town. That's true. I can keep Persona in the same time slot. So we'll still continue going Persona 4. Yeah, Ace Attorney's almost done. Dark Souls is in good shape. Persona 4 can keep going. We can keep it in this time slot, even when I do the month. Like, having 2 time slots in for Persona 4 is not that terrible. But I just want to make some progress on it. When I'm trying in the middle of the street, I have to get a picture of that. Excuse me, sir. I wonder what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything like it. He's not paying attention. It's quite a crest it has on its head. Excuse me, sir. What? Oh, yes? Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright? Yes? That's right. Get it? Right. Oops, hope he hasn't been trying to get my attention all this time. Wait a minute, are you... That's right. Come on! Alibi, Urgard! At your service. I'm kidding, it's like, Albi Urgade. At your service. I'm a monk in training at Temple. They did that on purpose. Temple. They did that on purpose. And I'll be your guide around town. Oh, that looks cool. They lined up with the Magatama. It's very nice to meet you. Happy Piraki. Happy what now? Happy Piraki. That's how we greet people here in Kurain. It's like, hello, or how do you do? It's a pretty handy expression to know. Okay, let me give it a try. Hello, I'm Phoenix Wright. Happy Piraki. Nope, back up there. My name's Phoenix Wright, and I run a small law office. Well, that's what I do back home anyway. Right now I'm just a traveler, a stranger in a strange land. Like me, everywhere I go. Welcome to our country. Welcome to the Kingdom of Kurain, land of the spirit mediums and mystery. Wait, haven't we heard about Kurain before? Isn't this where they got those, the Temple of Kurain, remember? Where, the origin of, the Fae Clan. This is for you. Is that food in the shape of a Magatama? Celebrate your arrival. Speaking of mystery, what is this mysterious green lump exactly? To explain, it's a famous Kurainese sweet bun. It's called a Magataman or a soul bun. It's shaped like a Magatama. It's so yummy it'll send your soul right to the Twilight Realm. Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. That's exactly make me eager to try it. But thanks, I think I'll indulge later. That still looks really cool. That'll be 20 damas. Thank you for your patronage. I hate this sort of thing. Hate this sort of thing. This happened to me one time. I was in college, as you are. And some monkish guy, I don't know what religion he was, came up to me and started preaching his religion as I'm trying to walk. And, talking to him as you do, like, just kind of like trying to get away. And he gives me this book. And he holds open the book and shows me this picture. It looks really cool. There's a picture of, like, a soul being slit by an axe. I'm like, oh, that was kind of cool. He's like, here's the book. And he hands it to me. And I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. And he's like, yes, that's just $5 to our temple. And I was like, oh, no, thanks. Here, take your book back. He said, no, I cannot possibly take it back. I will have to suffer the great loss, whatever. I'm like, here, whatever, $5. Leave me alone. And then before I could even read it, my parents showed up to, visit. They saw the book on my, table and threw it away. So, yeah. I lost my $5 for nothing. I hate this kind of thing. Alright. I have to pay? I always have plenty of those on hand, so just let me know if you ever want any more. No wonder his bag was so heavy. He stuffed all the tools we strayed. Scamming. Oh, I almost gotta tell you something really important. It's about Miss Maya. She can come see you for a few days yet. Yeah, when I called her from the airport, she said she was still training up in the mountains. I told her I'd wait for her here. Either way, I was glad to hear she's in good spirits. Get it? Good spirits? Well, we haven't seen Maya in forever. Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium who used to work as my assistant. And then she turned 20, or turned 18, and we had to dump her. The Phoenix Friday is all about the young lady for some reason. I came all the way out here to celebrate the end of hers. I said... I want to pronounce this ascetic, but I don't know if that's correct. Ascetic training with her. Sure. Albie, this is my first time in this country. So I'll be counting on you, okay? You got it, sir. Please don't hesitate if you need anything at all. I was right when she told me I could leave everything in your capable hands. Oh, shucks, she said that? That sure was nice of her. Does he have a hole in his teeth? He does have a hole in his teeth. I think she'll miss Maya around a little bit, too. There's one person Maya was worried about is me. Because we both know trouble likes to follow you wherever you go, she said. Humph. That girl worries too much. You sure came early to the party, Mr. Wright, sir. I mean, Miss Maya won't be done with her training for another 2 weeks. Ugh, I hate to admit it, but I came early because I was worried about her, too. Oh, well, you know. Haha. I thought I'd get in a little sightseeing first. Oh, sightseeing. I'm your man for that. I'll show you all the best sights this country has to offer. So thanks. That would be great. I guess Albie takes this job very seriously. Well, what are we waiting for? Those sights aren't going to see themselves. Yikes, you don't have to shove. First stop, Temple, right there in the center of town. There's something there I really want to show you. Is it a dead body? I bet it's a dead body. Wow, it's even more impressive up close. I'm to explain. This is the heart of our town, Temple. It was created by the founder of Karanism, the Holy Mother herself. I'm training right here at this temple to be a monk someday. I heard the people of this country are all adherents of Karanism. What's with the hair? According to my guidebook, it's a religion in which ancestral spirits are venerated. The Holy Mother was a great spirit medium who could commune with our ancestral souls. And spirit mediums become queen to this day. Direct descendants of the Holy Mother. A spirit medium rules the entire country, huh? Talk about power and influence. The main thing you want to see when you come to Temple is the Dance of Devotion rite. The Dance of Devotion takes place twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. This dance, along with the Song of Ceremony, is performed in offering to the Holy Mother. The Dance of Devotion has the power to summon forth souls from the rings loop around hold it, slow down. I looked away and missed like half of it, but I don't think I was supposed to see it. I can't remember all that at once. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I got a little overexcited. I would never get overexcited like that. Don't at me. Anyway, the main thing I got from all that is that you really, really love your country. Well, that's sure true. I like this kid. He pours his heart into everything. He does. Look, just because I'm excited about going to this... Alright, look, alright, I'm on my soapbox now. Listen. So, I have wanted to go to California my entire life. There's so much I want to see there. And I'm not even gonna... There's so much I want to see. Hold on. Oh no, not fix. I fix. You derailed my soapbox successfully. Do you want a refund? Can you just remind me at the end how much refund you need, and I'll give it to you. Oh, I gotta find that stupid. There's Brick. Okay, 1, 2, 3. How many are there? 4? Or are there 5? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Fixed. Okay, fixed it. Alright, that is fixed. Alright, soapbox time. Alright, soapbox time. Alright, listen. Listen. So, I have wanted to go to California my entire life. Ow. Alright, I'm back. Listen, I've wanted to go to California my entire life. One time my family went on this major trip where my dad was like, we're gonna see everything there is to see in the western United States. So we went on this big trip. We flew into Salt Lake City, right? Salt Lake City, Utah. We flew in, we took my whole family. Like, aunts, uncles, my grandparents. We rented a van, a big 15-person van, and we're gonna drive around and see everything. So we saw, like, let's see, we're in Salt Lake City. We saw, I don't know, Carson Hole. We saw Pikes Peak. We saw Las Vegas. We saw the Hoover Dam. We found some sort of Civil War battlefield somehow in the middle of the, west out there. We saw, we drove all the way up to Mount Rushmore. We drove all the way up to Mount Rushmore. We saw, like, Wyoming, Montana. We saw, like, all sorts of stuff. And then we drove all the way back to Salt Lake City. But there's one place we could not go. We could not go to California. We couldn't see the redwood trees. We couldn't see the Golden Gate Bridge. We couldn't visit anything. Like, we couldn't go, see anything out in California. And the reason for that is, no, we did not see Area 51. I can't talk about Area 51. The reason we cannot, we saw the Grand Canyon. But the reason we couldn't go to California is because my dad, I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. He is so anti-liberal. I don't say conservative because conservative doesn't necessarily mean, but he hates liberal things so much that he was afraid that if we went to California, we would all turn gay. That's a slight exaggeration, but basically that was his problem. There are too many homosexual people in California. That was his issue. That was the entire whole problem with California. And so he has said he will never set foot in California, ever. We'll see how he feels if I move to California one day, but that'd be really funny. But yeah, so same reason we couldn't see the Statue of Liberty when we went to New York. He didn't want to go to New York City because too many. I don't know. Anyway, I've never been to California, but I've been close, and so I'm very excited to go to California. All right. There's so much I want to see there that I am not even going to try this trip to see everything. I feel like maybe Disneyland is on the list. Going to see the beach over there. I've seen every ocean. The Touch of the United States except for that one. So that'd be cool. I've seen most of the Great Lakes as well. So I think that'd be really cool to see. And, yeah. But I'm just really excited about California. And I'm really glad that they put FanFest there instead of in Las Vegas. Because the temperature's better. And I feel like I've been to Vegas. I've seen Vegas. You can gamble. That's fun. You can, see shows and stuff. That's also fun, but I mean, California. Alright, anyway. That's my soapbox. I'm back. Nice kid. He pours his heart into everything he does. Let's see. Guess I just explained about half what I usually explain. So I'll give you a special discount and only charge you $10 for the tour fee. Thank you for your patronage. Guess he poured his heart into aggressive salesmanship, too. Oh, did you miss all that, Treeborn? They announced Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest, which I've been planning to go to since for the last few months. I don't know if I mentioned it. But they finally announced the date and the location. It's at the end of April in Anaheim, California. So I've already went ahead and got a hotel room for a week. Another cosplay? What do you mean another cosplay? What are you talking about? I've never been to a convention. I've never been to any convention at all. I mean, maybe. It's a possibility, but I haven't really gotten sold on it yet. I'm more, like, looking at my regular clothes, like... a friend of mine said I should totally get a sundress and rock the sundress, which I probably will do. I'm very excited. Because nobody cares out there. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, so I want to get a hotel room before they booked up. So I got a hotel room. It's about 2 miles from the convention center. It's close enough to walk, but we'll probably Uber it. But I'm trying to get more people to come to the same hotel so we can hang out and do stuff. It's a little expensive. But I went ahead and booked a couple rooms so that people can, you know, buy them off me, I guess. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it all out. What do you think of it? Miss Maya told me she could tell I love my country, too. We sat here for about an hour while I told her all about the Holy Mother. Really, an hour? Hope that counted as patience training. She seemed really interested, too. She was my whole speech. Huh? That doesn't sound like the Maya I know. Miss Maya's so kind and nice. She treats me really well, like a little brother. She's kind of like a big sister to me. This is Maya Fey you're talking about, right? Maybe she's grown up since I last saw her. Clang! 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 3 clangs means we're under attack. Oh no! What's the matter? Is that time already? We have to hurry to the temple right away. But first, let me give you this lyrics card for the song and ceremony I told you about. There's an English translation of the lyrics there too, so give it a read, okay? Let's go. But why the big rush? Don't hurry, we'll miss the beginning of her benevolence' dance of devotion. Her benevolence? It's literally got stars in his eyes. When Dragon and Tiger battle. I'm not trying to sing it because I don't know the tune. Yeah, there is no way I could have dragged that out for that long. The founder offers divine protection. The butterfly embraces the Minima. What's on her back?
Huh?
The favor of the orb is bestowed.
I'll be your guide. You're under arrest for treason.
The favor of the orb is bestowed. That was a cool flash at the end. Oh, dance effects. Yeah, this is one of the things I fixed. this should function properly. Yeah, so by the way, just keep in mind, a lot of this stuff is broken at the moment. I'm working on fixing it. It's going to take some time. I'll probably end up having to fix it all tomorrow. Just double check. It should be mostly functional right now, I think. Should be mostly functional. Beach ball's probably broken, isn't it? I bet beach ball is broken. Treeborn, what happened is when I was troubleshooting yesterday, I updated VNyan. That's my model program. It's called VNyan. And so all the links to everything, so like everything I do, like everything you see on screen, like a thrown object or an animation or anything, that all was added by me. And it's a link. I have a program that basically says, I mean, I can show you. This isn't too private as long as I don't click on the wrong thing. Let's take a look at this. All right, this, for example, is the throw brick. I'm going to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes. So you see here, it goes into throw brick. It goes to a random 10. 7 of them go up here. And it throws the Lego brick right here. So there's one brick. And here's the volume of it. Here's the size of the brick. And it hits me in the head. All right? This one, when it goes down here, 3 of them go down here. This is a weight. This is basically just a hold for 3/10 of a second before it proceeds. And it throws either a cinder block, a red brick with holes, or a white brick. And the amount is 1. It throws 1. And the hold goes to this. Plays animation, Acalia dying. So remember yesterday when you did something and it made it so that I sat down? The default animation is sit on the ground. So when that happened and it tried to play my dying animation, instead it told me to sit. And this animation is temporary, and after it's done, it stands back up. But the sit doesn't. The sit just sits. And so I got all these animations. Yeah, there's sit on the ground. That's the default. So anyway, that's what all that looks like. But all those bricks, I added in there. I mean, I didn't make the bricks. Someone else made the bricks. Carol made the bricks. And gave them to me to put in there. But every time I get a new model program, or every time I update, I have to add those links back in. And I already copied all the stuff over. So all the models are still loading properly and everything. But yeah, so it's just one of those things, I suppose. So every time I update, I have to fix it. I mean, why would you let me in? Because you're a foreigner. What business do you have with this court? I told you, my friend is on trial in there. Police raided the temple in the middle of his dance performance yesterday and arrested Albie on suspicion of treason. I was worried about Albie, so I just had to come see his trial. My trial isn't tourist attraction, so clear off. You want a picture for your scrapbook? Take one of me and get out of here. Look, you got it all wrong. It's great. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Tell him I'm a lawyer. Yeah, tell him I'm Koreanese. Yes, I'm a foreigner, but I'm not your average foreigner. What? I'm actually a lawyer. Back at home anyway. What? A lawyer? I can't. That's not possible. What are you so shocked about? Well, whatever. Now's my chance. Nothing wrong with the lawyer entering the courtroom, right? Wait, get back here, you. Okay, pro tip, people. Alright, so if you see a guard with a machine gun, and he tells you don't go in somewhere, don't go in there. It's stupid. Because one of two things is going to happen. You're going to get arrested. That's number 1. You're going to get shot. That's number 2. You don't want to get shot. It sucks. I mean, not that I've ever been shot. I mean, he's our friend we've known for like 10 minutes. I don't know. I want to be. I've told you guys. I want to be the kind of friend who will do anything for their friends. But you can't like introduce yourself to me and then be like, "Hey, hey, I know we just met, but I need a place to live. I want to move into your house." I'm like, no, no, like that's too far. Like if you introduce yourself to me and say, "Hey, I'm hungry," and you're a kid, I'll give you food. I mean, I have a thing about food. I do not like people being hungry. I'm not going to try to feed everyone, but if you're in front of me starving, you will be fed. Okay? Like, I don't think an $8 sandwich or whatever is a high price to pay. If I'm, like, if you're going to scam me out of an $8 sandwich, okay, go for it. But I'd rather be scammed, 100 times than let someone starve in front of me. When I have the power to stop it. So, anyway, where were we? I mean that. I will literally... Anyway, let's move on. We're moving on. Alright, we stuck into the courtroom. Chased by an armed guard. This is a Courtney's courtroom. Is it judge... Wait, the guy! Wait, isn't that... her benevolence? What's she doing here in court? Divination seance has been performed. I will now hand down my verdict against the accused. Alright, case closed. We tried. What? Verdict already? The trial only just started. That's how you know we're not in America anymore. Guilty, there's gotta be some kind of mistake. Let's take a look. Seances performed by Princess Rafa are infallible. They show only the truth. What right do you have to question her abilities? But I didn't... This is the guy from the other game. Isn't it ironic that you, a devout adherent of Coranism, would dare doubt her insight? Heh heh. Non-believers only be met with suffering in the Twilight Realm, you know. But I didn't do it. Your benevolence, allow me to explain, I beg of you. Be silent. Impudent whelp. He is in every game? Oh, I didn't know that. There's no merit to be had in indulging the ramblings born of a criminal's unclean soul. But what the world is going on here? I mean, trial's over, so we may as well go home. Judge made is fully based on something called a divine seance? Divination seance? What's Albie's attorney doing? Wait a minute. Where is Albie's attorney? Why is this happening? I didn't do anything wrong. Foolish child. Okay, I'm also gonna say this. When you go to another country, I don't know who needs to hear this. Probably every American. When you go to another country, the Constitution does not apply. The United States Constitution does not apply. Like, you barge in here, they could kill you if that's their law, and they would be fine. Like, they probably wouldn't even get a slap on the wrist from our government. As a matter of respect, they might just arrest you and send you back to the United States. But they could also arrest you and throw you in jail there for years. Like, there's so many things that people take for granted. Like, I have the right to, free speech. No, that's your United States right. You know? They might have a right to shoot foreigners that get on their nerves. Just saying. Alright, moving on. Foolish child. Doubting divination seance is tantamount to doubting the Holy Mother herself. I love her staff, though. Looks cool. Your Majesty, as royal priestess, in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you. Impose the highest penalty against this unclean soul. As you command, so shall it be done, your benevolence. May your holiness grant us your divine favor. You know what? I'm gonna read what I saw first. Your diarrhea, Corain. That's what I saw when I looked at that. You're Daihara Crane. I was close.
Objection!
What? Wait just one moment. You're... me and my big mouth. Now what? Mr. Wright, what are you doing here, sir? Well, I'm in it now, so I have to do this right. Your Honor, it's too soon to give your verdict. This trial's only been underway for a few minutes. Excuse me? Who on earth are you? Well... an ordinary tourist, Your Honor, just passing through. Ah, a tourist, are you? Hap Pirecki. But more importantly, where is the boy's defense attorney? Defense attorney? Ha 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 ha. Whatever are you talking about? He doesn't need a defense attorney. Then why is there a defense stand? Wait, what? Of course you wouldn't be aware of being a foreigner and all. But we have no need for defense attorneys here in the kingdom of Crane. Leave it all up to her benevolence to sacred power of spirit communion. But how does that work if they, like, steal stuff? I mean, it'd be great on a murder trial. Hey, who killed you? That guy. Perfect, done. But, like, what about... hey, who stole that, money? Her divination seances determine all. What? But sure you see how unfair that is. What kind of insane court system are they running here? You would dare mock me, you barb-headed buffoon? Oh, I like that, barb-headed buffoon. I thought she would call me a barbarian. If you value your life, you will leave post-haste, or shall I summon the bailiff? Bailiff's that big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he? I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two as a souvenir of your travels. At the cost of an arm and a leg, no doubt. Now, hold on, Mr. Wright has nothing to do with any of this. Albie. I appreciate what you're trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. You should go ahead and go see Miss Maya. But... forget about me. You have to go, now! I'm sure you can find another guide. There are lots more places I wanted to show you. It looks like I won't get a chance now. I'm sorry. The poor kid. He's trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. What can I do? What should I do? We defend him! We can't just let a verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albie's corner. Albie doesn't have a defense attorney? Then I'll do it. I'll defend him. To defend him? You can't be serious. Did you hear that? Is he out of his mind? Heaven forbid. Defend me, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? You can't do that. I most certainly can. Don't worry, I'm quite used to tackling all sorts of trials. Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let anything happen to you? Mr. Wright. You're but a naive tourist, ignorant of our ways. But if you are smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further. Do I look smart? Looks like defending somebody else is easier said than done in this country. Bailiff, throw this man out. Hold it! Your Majesty, if you please. You have something to say, Mr. Payne? Heh heh heh. Why not allow it, Your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused? It could prove very interesting. Right, Mr. Phoenix, right? Right. Mr. Whoever you are. Prosecutor, are you acquainted with this traveler? That's Chief Prosecutor, Your Majesty. And yes, I am acquainted with him. He's a defense attorney from my native land. I've had dealings with him in the courtroom before. Heavens to Betsy! That seems like an odd phrase for her to say. What? Mr. Wright, you're a defense attorney? Defense attorney. Well, this is a shock. You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years of experience. Guess there aren't all that many lawyers around here. Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the manner of my old country? Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case. Heh heh heh. Call it nostalgia if you will, but I'm most eager to give it a try. I have a previous engagement, you see. A class together with the missus. Your Majesty, I agree we should have a whack at it. It sounds amusing. A score of years have passed since we last saw a defense attorney in this country. Courtroom. A score? As in 20 years? What's the deal with this country? That's cool. Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick. As you wish, your benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see to it myself. Is that our tsundere? That lady? Is she gonna fall in love with us or something? No, Mr. Payne, if that is what you and Her Benevolence want, I will acquiesce. As a defense, I hope you are prepared for every eventuality. Every eventuality? What is he talking about? There, are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Did they kill the defense attorneys if their clients are guilty? Yes, thank you, Mr. Payne. And sorry for not remembering you earlier. That's Chief Prosecutor, or the Incredible Payne as I'm also known in this country. You'll see soon enough just fine that is. When you're forced to capitulate to me before this very court of law. Heh heh heh. Why is he so strangely confident? Not only that, but what's with the gallery? You should watch. The defense attorney will try and twist the truth. You can bet on it. Get him, Chief Prosecutor. Crush that defense devil. Wow, this is way more lawyer hate than I even back home. Now, would you please give your opening argument once again, Mr. Payne? Certainly, Your Majesty. See how we're doing on time. We've got 11 minutes till we need to do that. Accused is charged with 2 crimes, larceny and murder. Yesterday, the Founder's Orb was stolen from the treasure room of Temple. Just to the theft, 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Come on! His name is Patrol! His name is Patrol. The dead body of Mr. Potroll, Temple security guard, and empty treasure box that housed the orb, which Mr. Roll was in charge of guarding. We believe that Mr. Roll was murdered by the thief who stole the treasure. To kill a guard armed with a gun. What a terrifyingly bold act. I couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and crime photo. A child hit him in the head with a blunt object? I was gonna say he was on the stairs or something. It's been a long time since we had evidence presented in court as well. It's kind of refreshing, actually. Ha ha ha. We may rely on the power of the seances, but our police still carry out investigations. Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable. Oh, really? Well, forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. I can check the evidence out myself by looking at the court record with E. See just how thorough you and your police were, Mr. Payne. Let's take a look. Time of death, 12 to 1. April 23rd. Injury. What day is today? Do we know what day is today? We probably saw it on the screen, I just forgot. Such a deplorable crime. Audacity. Well, if it was today, he was probably with us. The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mothers. It's a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation. Exactly, Your Majesty. We mustn't let the culprit get away with these heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown. treasure really such a valuable object? How can you even ask such a thing? Of course it is. Why, sealed within this treasure is the very soul, the Midama of the Holy Mother. Her soul is sealed within the treasure? I think I'll take that with a grain of salt. Girl, you don't believe it, do you? Of course I believe it. Something tells me I'd better play along. Humph, this kind of irreverence is exactly why I dislike defense attorneys so much. Your Honor, or Your Majesty. What is it now? This treasure. I've never seen it, so it's a little hard for me to imagine. Can I see a photo of it or something? All the outlandish requests, you defense attorneys are truly beyond the pale. You're looking awfully angry at me. And those veins are popping out of his forehead. And are those veins popping out of his forehead? It's forbidden for anyone outside of the royal family to view the treasure itself. They say that anyone without the proper spiritual power would be blinded instantly. That's why the average person has never seen the treasure, Mr. Wright. I guess there are national treasures that are off limits to the public back home, too. For the benefit of the shamelessly uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article. It includes photos taken about 8 years ago when the treasure was unearthed. But how do we know there's anything in there? These are only public photos to Outer Box existence. What's more, the treasure box only leaves the Temple's treasure room but once a year. For a special New Year's rite that takes place in the palace. Therefore, this treasure box has only ever been seen by a handful of people. I hear there's been a string of thefts lately of historical artifacts from the temple. Right, Your Majesty. Inexcusable thievery of precious national treasures for personal gain. And the culprit is the accused. So he used his position as a monk in training to get his hands on the treasure? Is that it? Hughes' family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he works as a tour guide at Ascetic training. Thank you for giving an excellent outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now then, no more questions from the defense, I presume. Alright, what do we have? Age 9! A 9-year-old killed a 32-year-old security guard with a gun using a box. What? No, I do have questions. Even more? Let's just asked a bunch. That's like 3. I'll make it snappy. My class starts in just a few short minutes. What? He's still planning on going to that thing? There's a lot I don't know about the case. I should ask now while I have the chance. Let's see. What else do I need to know more about? Weapon. Mr. Payne, what was the murder weapon? Murder weapon was the treasure box itself. That's pretty heavy for a 9-year-old. The treasure box left the scene had a large blood stain on it. How utterly reprehensible use the sacred treasure box for murder. The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs and stashed the box ready to abscond with it. But he was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had come to the room in the course of his rounds. As he was patrolling, after walloping Mr. Roll in the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloody housing open and made off with the treasure inside. Wasn't he hit the back of the head, though? The defendant is just a little boy. They're gonna say he was standing on the stairs. But the picture looks like it's on the back of his head. Yeah, he was standing on the back of the head. I don't think he would be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on the head. Very good point, Mr. Wright. But I'm afraid that won't help you. At the time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up to the altar. His elevated position was more to make up for the difference in his stature. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Ha 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 ha. Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless. What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor. Your title is obviously well earned. The accused guilt is certainly conclusive. Unless there is anything else, I'm ready to announce my verdict. Well, in that case, I find the accused. Just one moment, Your Majesty. Don't you think we can rush the verdict just a little bit? I told you, I have plans to attend to, and... Ah! I'm late. I'm already started. It's already started. How did time fly by so fast? He's still stuck on that. You haven't even heard the defendant's side of the story yet. Actually, the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Who's missing? Huh? Did I say something funny? Cross-examine? What do you mean by that? What? What do you mean, what do I mean? But like I said, American laws don't matter here. There's no rights. Seem to have some dim recollection of the process, but I can't quite recall. Little wonder, a so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years. Should I even be surprised anymore? I demand we let the defendant or the accused tell his side of the story. Is that really necessary? Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty. Heh heh heh. What harm could it do? I say we allow the boy to speak, Your Majesty. But I doubt he'll have anything of relevance to say. Heh 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 heh. Oh, how kind of you, Your Royal Painness. Oh, very well. As long as it's okay with you, Mr. Bane. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway. In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back to the witness stand. Oh, but before we do, I better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections? Go for it, Your Majesty. Accused, state your name and occupation again if you would. Abby or Gade? I'm in training to be a monk, and I'm a tour guide too. Sigh, why me? Now, where were we? Oh, I didn't get it. No, I didn't get that one at all. Ah. I call patrol, but, not that. Cross-examining defendant, Your Honor. Your Majesty. Right. Let's do that, then. At the defense attorney's insistence, I might add. Sigh. He sounds a little dispirited. His wife must have given him a piece of her mind. Well, Miss, I'd better get to it. And make it quick, if you please. The defense? Mr. Wright, I didn't know you were a lawyer. Well, I am, and I'm here to defend you. I'll be. Don't worry. All you have to do is tell the truth, and you'll be alright. You tricked me. What? If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that tour. Back in Tamban I gave you yesterday. Oh, it was yesterday. Albie, what's gotten into you? Don't talk to me. You disgust me. Now even Albie's against me. But why? Heh heh heh. This must be a new experience for you, Mr. Wright. Being loathed by a client. No, not really. Now then, accused, please give the court your testimony. The incident occurred around noon, during the break between morning and afternoon dances of devotion. I want you to tell the court what you were doing around that time. Alright. Alright, it's time for a brush. Ooh, what's this? Alright, before we go, we're gonna go brush, and I'll be right back, okay? Brushy. Okay, I'm back. 20 seconds to spare. This time I don't have to put anything in the fridge. Alright. He's still hurting a little bit, though. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. So I'm hoping it'll be better by Friday. Alright, let's do this thing. We got 8 seconds. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2... Alright, let's do it. The accused account. I didn't kill Mr. Roll and I didn't steal the treasure. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green Chinese butterfly on it. As it happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour route. He just told a lie. Were you well acquainted with the victim? Yes, he used to chat with me whenever we ran into each other in the temple. Mr. Roll was a monk in training when he was a kid too, you know. I bet I'll be looked up to him. He had to give that up and go to work when his family needed money. That's why he became a guard. At least that way, he could still stay on the temple. He's so proud he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He had to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite. His parents and family both died relatively young. Mr. Roll had to support his younger brothers and sisters as well. Even with his job as a security guard, I'm sure things couldn't have been easy for him. It's not like his circumstances and Albie's are very similar. Mr. Roll encouraged me to never give up. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Maybe end up like me, he'd say. He's always cheering me on in my training and in my tour guide business, too. Why in the world would I kill a nice man like that? Yes, I see. You expressed yourself well. Yes, now that you've heard the accused account, are you finally satisfied? If so, let's draw this to an expeditious conclusion. Your Majesty, I haven't even crossed the end of the Trinity yet. Huh? That was the end of it. That was the end of it? It's been so long I don't rightly recall what this cross-examining thing is all about. Judge who doesn't know what a cross-examination is. What fresh hell is this? I really do wish I could remember how it works. Should I give the judge a refresher on the cross-examination? No, good. I better save my breath. The judge doesn't exactly seem like a model student. You'll just have to watch and see how it's done. I assume that's just a tutorial. We don't need a tutorial. We're good. Choose account. I didn't kill Mr. Oh, that's cool. That's our life bar. I didn't kill Mr. Roll and I didn't steal the treasure.
Hold it!
I bet you didn't do either of those things, Albie. You do? But you're a lawyer. Of course you'd say that. Now. There's no need for that. But he's right. Lawyers always claim their client's innocent, even if they have to lie. It's like you're doing right now. Accused. So don't lump me with that, lawyer. I'm not lying. I didn't steal anything. I didn't kill anybody. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room.
Hold it!
You're not allowed to go near the treasure room? Why is that? It's the rule of the temple. They keep a lot of important things in that room. Yes, like the Founder's Orb in particular. Only the royal family may lay eyes on it. Mr. Payne says that anyone without spiritual power would go blind. Treasure would be blind if you just looked at the outer treasure box. I've never been anywhere near the treasure room. I'm just scared. Oh yeah, also, if he stole the treasure, would he be blind? He's not blind, apparently. You gotta believe me. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green Chinese butterfly on it.
Hold it!
A box with a butterfly on it. And you can see it in that newspaper article. Look. See, there's a relief of the Chinese butterfly on the treasure box. What's down here carved on the back of the box? I see it now. It's a sacred butterfly said to carry the soul, or Mitama, of the departed. Its wings form a loop that cradles the Mitama and carries it to the Twilight Realm. As you can see, there's even one depicted here behind me at the judge's bench. Oh well, what do you know? There it is. So it kind of looks like he's about to be carried off in the Twilight of himself. Okay, I've never even seen this treasure box. Besides, when the incident happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour route.
Hold it!
Planning out your tour route? Yes, I was planning out a tour for you. for me. Well, thank you, Albie. I wouldn't have done it if I knew you were a lawyer. I wasted all that time with you. Give it back! Sadly, I'm a lawyer, not a Time Lord. Actually, as soon as he heard that that's what I am, he's been like a totally different person. So I don't think Albie committed the murder. However, don't talk to me. You disgust me. That outburst really makes me wonder if he'd willingly tell me the truth. Better compare his statements in the court record carefully. If I find an inconsistency, I can present some evidence and maybe get him to open up. To the left of that, there's a flower. There's a flower. How many sides does it have? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This bothers me. 2 flowers in a row. That seems awfully odd to me. Ah, I see. Green butterfly.
Objection!
How's you know it's green? Oh, Albie, why would you lie to me? So you say you've never laid eyes on the treasure box, is that right? That's right. It's forbidden, so I'd never do that. In that case, how'd you know there was a green butterfly on it? Huh? But because I saw a picture of it in that newspaper article. But it's black and white. Nope. Take another look. These photos are in black and white. You couldn't possibly tell what color the butterfly is from these pictures. Ah! Hold on. His bag. Did it just move? Polkunka! I beg your pardon? Polkunka is a word in Koreanese that people use when they're surprised. It's exposed to lies. This is the power of cross-animation, is it? I should be the one shocked here by your shocking lack of understanding. But just a moment. If that accused's lying, this makes it more suspicious than ever. As always. Ugh, and this just makes things worse for me than ever. Albie, are you hiding something? Please give me only true statements. I can't help you if you don't tell me the truth. What's in your bag? Darn, I just can't seem to get him to open up to me. Ha ha ha. So it appears you have seen the treasure box with your own eyes after all, haven't you? Well, maybe I did take a peek one time a long time ago when I was cleaning the treasure room. You were in the treasure room at the time of the incident, right? Of course I wasn't.
Objection!
Poof, that's a lie. You were most definitely inside the treasure room on the day of the incident. And I have proof. He does? This is found on the floor of the treasure room. It's a scroll entitled Notice and contains a list of temple monk duties. These instructions pertain to the day of the incident. What exactly is that supposed to prove? The accused's fingerprints were found on the scroll. What? Oh no. Where is it? It's not here. I must have dropped it somewhere. Indeed, you must have dropped it when you were busy murdering the victim. I'll take a look at it. No. And that means... growing number of thefts around the temple will be tightened and screwed throughout. Therefore, all the hallway shutters remain shut for today's dance devotion. Albie was there on the day of the incident. Ha 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 ha. Since the power cross-examination, the more the accused talks, the guiltier he paints himself. Yes, it would seem so, Your Honor, Magistrate. Heh heh heh. Arg! He objected my arguments and had evidence ready to refute it. How do you think that's supposed to help the accused? See, I told you you can't trust lawyers and their lies. I mean, I'm sorry, I said the kid's guilty. Just declare him guilty and get it over with. No, everything's going all wrong. Shadow, what do I do? As I suspected, this cross-examination session has served no purpose whatsoever. No, you're wrong. Wrong as we are with her benevolent insight, there's no reason to doubt his guilt. I guess I'll just have to poke holes in this insight of hers. By the way, this didn't prove to be very interesting at all, Mr. Payne. Nevertheless, I will now finally announce my verdict. Wait just one moment, Your Majesty. I haven't seen this divination seance for myself yet. As Prince, I have the right to check it. Is that really necessary? I have to go home and apologize to my wife. I guess you really did give him the business. Your Majesty, I enthusiastically support having Mr. Wright see the seance. You do? Why is that, Mr. Payne? Don't you want to see it? See the lawyer being utterly crushed by the power of the seance? And then watch him tearfully beg for mercy? Well, now. I'm sure it'll make up for not getting to go to that class with your wife. It certainly does sound worth seeing, and it'll give me a juicy tidbit to tell the missus. Ha 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 ha. I've been reduced to a juicy tidbit. Well, for an interloper, I imagine you do have to see it for yourself to be convinced. It's certainly unprecedented, but let's have a divination seance performed again. Then, right after the tearful begging, I really do have to be going. What tearful begging is going to come from the prosecution when we're through? Heh, heh, heh. How pitiful the defense looks. Still scrambling desperately for a foothold. Blissfully unaware that defeat and despair are all that await him. Here she is, her benevolence. Your benevolence, Rafa Padma Karain. Thanks for coming all this way once again. Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is simply my duty. Barb-headed attorney. Yes? I am told you question the veracity of the sacred divination seance. It would seem that the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you. I'm just a foreigner, ignorant in the ways and customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might say or do, Your Benevolence. All I want is a fair trial for Albie. You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. What's fair about trials with no defense and no chance to accuse to tell their story? How dare you speak to her benevolence in that manner? Did you hear that? Did you hear how he talked to her benevolence? What do you know about anything, ignorant outsider? I'll stand for it. He must be punished. Yikes. Looks like I really stuck my foot in it this time. Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Silence, one and all. Is she standing up for me? Functional! But be not disquieted, my people. He merely expresses his opinion. Well, well, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought. Attorneys are ghastly creatures with souls stained black by brazen untruths. The words of a lowly worm such as that are not worth troubling yourselves over. Alright, I take that back. I like the chime of the staff, although I just don't see how that creates it. None of this prattling can sway the truth of my insights. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways. Now then, your benevolence. Divination seance, if you would. Certainly. Nina, my robe. I've always liked sleeves that have cuffs like this, but I feel like they would work very well.
Holy Mother,
Oh,
we hold this divination seance in your name.
it's voiced.
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped.
I need to go clean my ears.
O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
I like the chimes played by her moving her hands to the bells. Whenever she makes a sudden movement, they chime. I actually love her outfit. That's amazing. Does she have them in her boots too? No. Strands. Random Fox. We have Cyber Jacket B Fox. Fancy. Probably. This is new? Oh my. Okay, let me refund you real quick. And don't I owe Zelric something? I confirm if it's new if you don't mind. What just happened? An image appeared in the pool. A final message from the victim's soul. The last communication is Mitma. Here, it should show it when we hit Show Fox. Oh, it's on cooldown. I think it's like Cyber Jacket B or something like that. I don't know. Cyber Jacket B Fox. There you go. Divination Seance has revealed this to us. The benevolence can use her power of spirit communion to project the victim's memories of the last few moments before their demise. What we saw in the pool is what Mr. Roll actually experienced. In his memories, we see the accused raising a weapon up over his head. It's consistent with the findings of the police investigation. There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it. This looks like bad for Albie. Really, really bad. Heh heh heh. Now do you see why I'm the incredible pain? More than I can express. Even if those really are the victim's last memories. What can I do with them? Heh heh heh. There it is. There's the face of a man being utterly crushed. Oh, how long I've waited to see it. Isn't it wonderfully gratifying, Your Majesty? Oh yes, very satisfying indeed. Now, are you finally convinced, Traveler? The accused is most surely guilty. Am I really the only unbiased one here? Now then, I think we've been abused enough. If you give up now, I won't even invoke the Defense and Culpability Act against you. You're free to slink back to your own country with your tail between your legs. Defense Culpability Act? What's that? What? You mean you honestly don't know? No? What's with all the hubbub? Well. Not only is he a lying, black-hearted lawyer, he's also an imbecile. Majesty, I think you'd better explain the Defense Culpability Act to him. Yes, I think I better. The Defense Culpability Act, or DC Act for short, is as follows. In the name of her eminence, those who would support the criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In other words, if you help the accused by defending him and he is found guilty, he will receive the same sentence as he. What? What kind of insane law is that? The DC Act means an attorney has been convicted and met with a grim fate. Some in prison, others receive the death penalty. That's why there are so few in our country today who admit to being an attorney. Humph, that's as it should be. History of our courts proves that attorneys are black-souled creatures who will tell any lie to save the accused. Thus, attorneys deserve to be exterminated.
Exterminate! Annihilate!
I never felt so much hostility coming at me from so many sides. What could have happened to make everyone feel this way? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You fell right in my trap, Phoenix Wright. Your win streak against me and my brother ends today. With the Seance and DC Act on my side, I'll finally get my revenge. That's why it was so eager to have me defend Albie. Faced out and humiliated back home, fate brought me to the foothills of Corain. I think my lucky stars that I'm chief prosecutor here now. Vince, know that if I rule that the accused is guilty, he will go to prison too. That explains Albie's reaction earlier. Forgive me, that's right. What are you saying? You can't do that. Why do you even have the defense fits in? Actually, isn't a prison sentence a bit lenient? After all, we're talking about treason. What should pay for such a crime with one's life? Oh, yes. I believe the death penalty might be appropriate under these circumstances. The death penalty? No way. But you're kidding, right? Magistrate? Ha 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 ha. Do I look like I'm kidding? I mean, kinda. I've put your life and your dark, painted soul on the line here. To death? This can't be happening. The courts are for resignation. Our courts are well known as thus. In this land where my seances provide the truth and no attorneys can intervene, criminals know that all they can do is resign themselves to their fate. Oh, foreign lawyer, ask you once more. Are you sure you still want to defend the accused? Go. There's Maya to think of in all this, too. I can't just lay down my life. What in the world should I do? We're not debating him! Is this why I became a lawyer in the first place? To help those with no one on their side? I can't just abandon everything I believe in. All I can do for now is stand firm and fight. Well, don't hold your tears back on my account, Phoenix Wright. Admit your defeat and grovel before me, the Chief Prosecutor, for your life.
Objection!
Even if it means being subject to the Defense Culpability Act, I will defend Albie. But what? But Mr. Wright! The defendant insists he's innocent, and not even a divination seance should be accepted without examination. Okonka. But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty, too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me? I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. Ha ha ha, barb-headed attorney. You continue to amuse me. Though your barbed jabs are proving to be more than mere jokes. Your benevolence? Believe me when I say that this attorney knock your insides out.
That's enough!
Insolent, disrespectful attorney. You'll have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm. Not a wise move, traveler. Not wise at all. You should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you have made your choice. Defense culpability act will be applied in this case. This verdict, you'll both soon be parting with your heads. Wow. They really upped the stakes on this one. The souls of the departed speak only the truth, and I but give their messages a voice. If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it. Okay, how do we do this? Rafe's insight. The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion. These are the victim's experiences just before his death. As the victim's final memories, we can assume they aren't lies. How do I break this down? Allow me to relieve you of your ignorance, defense. Did you notice the words that appeared in the seance vision? Come think of it, I just see words like Song of Ceremony Incense. Victims' final memories are not limited to sight alone. Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls. The most real experience for this five senses appears to be in the vision as words, right? Precisely. And by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity. What time was the ceremony performed? Works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get. Now, to find a contradiction between her insights and seance vision. Remember, I asked you to please show me the seance vision again. Very well. She gonna do the whole dance? Okay, no. Wait a minute. Her benevolence said after the morning dance of devotion earlier, didn't she? Isn't there something off about that? First, I'll use A and D to make my way to the inside that seems off. There. Yes, this is the insight that sounded funny. Now just carefully compare this insight with the seance vision. No sensation seems contradictory. I'll select it. I didn't select. Like, where am I picking it? So this is the part of the vision that contradicts the insight. That's like the sensation I think is inconsistent, then present it.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. Yes? What is it? Barbed head? Barbed head's my favorite nickname for him so far. You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance devotion, right? That's right. What of it? Then isn't it strange that Mr. Roll could still hear the Song of Ceremony? Oh my, you're absolutely right. Humph, is that all that troubles you? Huh? What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony. Practice run? What are you talking about? Mr. Payne, if you would. Certainly. Allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and afternoon dances. During that time, the singers were practicing in the performance hall. Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate the statement. I see. So what the victim heard was that practice session. Oh, there goes my contradiction. Okay, so they were practicing in this performance hall. That must be the room where Albie and I saw her benevolence dancing. However, Mr. Payne, I admit one detail troubles me. Ask away, Your Majesty. It's a big temple. The performance hall and the treasure room are quite far from each other. Could someone really be heard all the way in the treasure room? He's right. This is a very big temple. Well, how about it, Mr. Payne? Majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room of the temple, including the treasure room. Oh, that's right. Speakers? For what purpose? Are you serious, Mr. Wright? They were to broadcast the sacred music of the performance hall throughout the temple. That's why the victim could hear the song of ceremony in the seance vision. There's a practice run going on in the performance hall, heard over the speakers. Thank you for your explanation, Your Benevolence. It makes perfect sense, even to a feeble-minded old man like me. Think nothing of it. Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please alter your insights for us? Very well. I'm amazed I can revise it. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this. If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insights accordingly. If I keep pointing things out, maybe I can knock all of her insights out for all. Find another inconsistency, no matter how small. The incense. I think if we're going to point out the incense, she'll be like, oh, wait, it goes out. It's hard to focus on insights with sound vision going. I'll try using pause to temporarily stop the vision. Okay. It's a little bit too late for now. Hold on, we gotta wait for it to go through again. Don't show me the incense. There, pause vision. I can use M and B to jump to the different parts of the vision. I'm moving to the my mark to the flashlight panel there. Okay, now that I know how to get around in seance visions, time to find inconsistency between insights and vision. I think I want to save this because I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I think we want to point out the incense though.
Objection!
There's an inconsistency between this insight and the victim's memories. Inconsistency, you say? Nope. And where exactly do you see this supposed inconsistency? Yes, defense, please be specific. Well, I don't know how specific I can be, exactly, but I get the vague feeling that something doesn't quite add up. You know? Not good enough. I don't know, but I do know you're skating on thin ice, defense. Are you leave? Benevolence? Do it. Penalty! Okay. And here I thought I was skating so gracefully on that ice, too. I think I was way off the mark for that one. Take another good look at this. Insights and sensations. Without there any mistakes in the victim's last memories, so that must mean one of her benevolence insights is off. If there are 8 of these insights, check each one carefully. Compare the insights with the sensation, look for an inconsistency. Hey, this feels wrong. Is this what we're looking for?
Objection!
You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark right after he was struck, correct? Of course, as anyone with eyes can see. But pardon me, but I must disagree. What? Your benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain. Hmm? Oh! Everything goes black, and then, only after that, the victim feels pain. Inconceivable! This places the order of events at odds with what you say happened. My word! Hokumka, your benevolence, what is the meaning of this? I cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy. But if this is true, this is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but I'm afraid this cannot choose something we simply can't ignore.
Objection!
Heh, now. Let's not be too hasty, Your Majesty. I think I can clear this up. You have something to add, Mr. Bane? 1,000 apologies. It seems the prosecution has failed to make one tiny thing clear. And that would be... On the day of the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in one part of the temple. As you recall, the crime scene was in that sector. Our outage must be why the victim's field of vision went dark. Apologize for neglecting to tell the court that detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind. Or rather, you knew all along and are only letting it slip now for this convenient opinion. Power outage knocked out both lights and speakers. Oh, there's blackout there, was there? Well, now. That explains everything, does it not? Well, what do you mean, your benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us, if you would. Blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. Fearing the victim would flee under the cover of darkness, the accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head. I see, that makes perfect sense, your benevolence. So the victim was struck after the lights went out. Depth of your insight is awe-inspiring. Your benevolence, give her a hand, everyone. Well done. Long may you live and prosper. Hey, I want to live long and prosper, too. Enough applause. You flatter me. Now, your benevolence, in light of this new information. Yes, of course. I'll alter my insight. Okay, safe. We're adding assumptions now. So assume the accused struck the victim the moment after the blackout began. Okay, which my inconsistency. At least I was able to draw out some new info. New info comes a chance to find new inconsistencies. Now I can play the insights with the vision again and see what else I can dig up. Go back. Song ceremony.
Objection!
If there's a blackout, with the speakers down, how do you hear it? Yes, I finally found it. This is the gaping hole I've been looking for. Your benevolence, as impressive as your spirit communion power is, it's not infallible. You never know when to stop talking, do you? I hope you realize your words are an insult to all adherents of Karanism. Defense, watch what you say. If you don't mind that tongue of yours, you won't have one left in mind. It's certainly not my intention to insult spirit mediums, but maybe I'm not the only one who needs to learn when to stop talking. What malarkey? She talks like somebody from like the 50s. I believe you said a few moments ago that the victim could hear the song of ceremony thanks to the temple speakers. But then, how do you explain how the victim would still hear the song of ceremony even after the power went out? Oh. This contradiction of facts can only mean... And the song of ceremony, Mr. Rollhor, was not coming from the speakers. What? Impossible! Well, what are you saying? That song he heard was coming directly from the performance hall? That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the only possible explanation. The scene of the crime was nowhere near the performance hall. Right. The song couldn't make it all the way there to the treasure room. Not unless... You mean to say... Yes, the treasure room was not the actual scene of the crime. It must have been somewhere else, somewhere close to the performance hall. What? You can't be serious. There's a glaring contradiction in the claims of benevolence in the prosecution. Therefore, the defense insisted the case be thoroughly re-examined. What? No. This is completely unprecedented. Inconsistency in her benevolence? Insights? Unbelievable. He now has forked tongue, Your Majesty. These are but claims of a corrupt lawyer, a feeble ruse from a feeble mind. But the contradiction revealed by the defense is undeniable. I can't. We can't. We can't just turn a blind eye to it. But the defense's search is in the end meaningless. Even if the location of the murder turned out to be different, it doesn't change what the scene at the moment of the murder. Indeed, the accused is standing right there in front of the victim. Furthermore, the murder weapon remains raised above his head. My insights still stand. I hate to admit it, but she's right. Seance vision still makes the situation look really grim for Albie. I doubt even the defense can give an explanation as to why. The accused had his hands up over his head. But the defense dares dream of making it out of this nightmare alive. You what? You still insist on trying to tear down my insights? Do you? You better be prepared to back up your claim. Remember what will happen to that tongue of yours if we find you just wagging it. Of course I can back up my claim, just as soon as I think of something. You appear to be fully prepared, defense. As an embodiment of this court, I give you permission to try and prove your claim, as long as you're willing to stake your life on it. I concur, Your Majesty. Prepare the tongue of shears. Chop chop. Chop chop? Yes, let's have the bailiff fetch them. I think I saw the suitable pair in the basement. Chop chop. Stop stop. I hear that line lawyers have several tongues to spare. I'm sure I won't miss one. Yikes. These people are actually serious. Why are they attached to my tongue? Think, Phoenix. Think. Other than to raise a weapon, why would Albie have held his hands up like that? Aha! That's fine. The reason the defendant had his hands up over his head can be explained by something in the crime photo. Well, that explains why Albie had his hands up over his head. The gun!
Take that!
In the seance vision, I wish the defendant raised both of his hands over his head yesterday. He did. Where did you see such a thing? When the police had their guns trained on him as they made their arrest. Oh, are you saying? The victim was a security guard, and an armed one at that. The witness proposed that the victim had pointed his firearm at Albie, and that's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. But Polgonka! She's dead. Alright, we've murdered her. Who would have thought the seance vision could be interpreted that way? It's not possible. It can't be. Not bad for a total knockout. How dare that lawyer devil go against her benevolence? He's no better than that traitor snake, Dirk. Traitor snake? Dirk? Who's that? No, I can't believe it. A contradiction in one of my insights? There has to be some kind of mistake. I won't accept it. I won't accept it. That's right, Your Benevolence. And I won't accept it either. It goes against all we hold sacred. Throw him in jail immediately for lese-majesty. What? Yeah, you said it. Throw him in jail. Yes, make him pay for the way he disrespected her benevolence. Ugh, these people are definitely not my fans right now. That's right. Exterminate him. I like that chant. Peace. Give me peace. I said peace. Okay, that's it. He's at peace. Now, everyone, please calm down. Is he... Your Majesty, please assign this black-hearted attorney a suitable punishment. No, I can't charge him with lese majesty. What? Well, what? But why not, Your Majesty? Majesty? He's simply following the proper procedure for defending the accused. There's nothing unlawful about that. But Your Majesty, don't you want to wrap this trial up quickly? Why not just give your verdict? Then you can go home and make it up to your wife. We can't end the trial now. Now we just learn new information about the case. What? Your Majesty, not you too. Yeah, suddenly someone has integrity. Holy crap. You can honestly entertain the idea that my insight contains a contradiction? Truly, it's shocking. In 3+ years since the DC Act went into effect, such a thing has never occurred. To be honest, I didn't want to believe it, either. With his life on the line, the defense pointed out an inconsistency, and it's our duty to scrutinize it to the satisfaction of the law. You dare go against the royal priestess? You non-believer? No, my faith is as strong as ever. But I have duty to make a fair ruling in this trial. If you insist on interfering with that process, Your Benevolence, I'm afraid I must request your removal from this courtroom, royal priestess or not. What? I'll have you know. Your Benevolence. Please acquiesce in this, Your Benevolence. Grrr! If looks could kill. I won't forget this offense, Barbed Head. I do not admit defeat. I won't. Please see Your Benevolence out. Mitama will face due retribution in the Twilight Realm. Demons they'll pluck the barbs right off your stupid head. Ha 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 ha. I hope your suffering will be super duper painful. It's just me or she sound like a child. How can we see how old she is? How old is she? She's like, oh, let me guess. Because every girl in this game is like 16. She's 14. She's a literal child. Yeah, I see that painful. Thank you. She's a literal child. That would be face palming. Yes. What is with this game and underage children being underage women children, female children being around Phoenix Wright? That's like constantly what we have for some reason. And then when they grow up, they get shipped out. Remember Maya when she was young? Then when she gets 18, and she's like, oh, leave the country. So we had Pearls. She grows up and then she shows up for briefly, but I think she's still a child in that. She's like 16 or something. Shows up. Anyway, whatever. And I hope they throw you into a lake of burning fire. Yeah, and then child. She's a child. I guess she's just a teenager after all. Barely! She's 14! What do you mean still? Now the defense, Mr. Light, was it? That's right, Majesty. Phoenix Wright. Of course. Mr. Wright, my apologies. Well, now that we have this newly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with arguments. Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes. No, misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, so don't even think about lying to this court. Oh, yeah. We had, that was the last game, right? Was that this game? Or, we had, like, the... No, that's, I'm thinking of, Persona. We had the technical, looks like it's, like, 10. Or the special counselor or whatever. Right, don't even think about lying to this court. I understand, Your Majesty. Woo, maybe now we can finally run a real trial. Heh. Arguments, Your Majesty. Very well, I accept your challenge. Huh? What's with them? He. Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just... it's just too hilarious. What, confusion? Because we don't know what you're saying? Also, did we say that that outfit was new? Did I ever give a refund? I don't think I did. Yeah, because it's not on the right page. Let me give you a refund real quick before I forget. I will forget very fast. And that was, Carell, was it? Alright, we got that. Alright. Good as new. Okay. Perfect. Moving on. What's so funny, Mr. Payne? Vince still doesn't get it. The truth he unearthed is going to bury him in his case instead. Also, how are we doing on time? Okay, 9 minutes left until we go to commercial. For 2.5 minutes. What do you mean by that, prosecutor? I told you, it's chief prosecutor. Yes, because that's the thing to focus on right now. Vince is digging his own grave. Consider this, Your Majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused? Oh. Oh, indeed. Because the accused is about to commit a theft. It's the only logical explanation. What? That does sound pretty logical, actually. It doesn't help the accused situation at all. If anything, it makes him look even more guilty. Yes, I have to agree. Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think through. The troll came across the accused as he was trying to steal the treasure. The guard pointed his gun at the accused, and just when the power went out, the accused murdered him, and the victim hid his body in the treasure room. Can we see? Do we have like a map? No. Nurk! A hand truck for moving heavy treasure around stored in the treasure room. Hughes could have easily moved the body with that. And after all that hard work to knock down those insights. Backed into the old familiar corner once more. Mr. Wright, do you have a rebuttal? I'm drawing a total blank here. Hey, I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold. Ask your question, defense. Got nothing. Can't think of any grounds for an objection. The only thing to do at this point is ask the defendant himself what happened. I don't know if Albie will cooperate with me or not. Albie? Will you tell us what really happened? You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for his evil trap will only dirty your own soul. Albie, you have to tell me the truth. I can't help you unless you do. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry. Why? Why won't he trust me? Is this it? Is this the end? For both of us? Maya, I'm sorry. I never met a real lawyer before. Everybody always told me they're bad. Bad people who help dirty criminals go free. I never thought a lawyer would actually try to help me. Would actually believe in me. Would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it. Albie. So, that's why I lied. To try and save myself. I'm not going to lie anymore. You believe in me enough to put your life on the line? Then I'm going to believe in you too. What? Allow me to explain. I didn't put enough A's in there. Explain! Now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things. To be honest, I went into the treasure room lots of times to look at the treasure box. And the temple told you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it? Yes, I'm so sorry. Mr. Rowling saw me once and scolded me. That box is so beautiful. The way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself. Wait, it glows in the dark? That's right. It's covered in a special mineral called fluorinite. It makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's a shame they don't put it on display for the public. Imagine how many people go on night tours at temple if they did. If only he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier. Well, now we have something. Later this day, I was on my way to the treasure room again. When I ran into Mr. Roll on the great stairs. Those were not the treasure room stairs in the seance vision. No, they were not the great stairs. connect to the hallway. Makes sense. Vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs. All of a sudden, Mr. Roll drew his gun and threatened me with it. Quickly put my hands up. Mr. Roll, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had his scarf over his mouth. I couldn't read his expression at all. Just then, the power went out. So I took that chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life. Even now, when I try to think back on it, all I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Roll's eyes. That must have been when I dropped the notice scroll. Maybe someone else brought it to the treasure room along with Mr. Roll's body. Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? What is it, Albie? I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't say all of this before. I didn't think anybody would believe me. Heh heh heh. A grand speech. Well, it confirmed my suspicions that you were the thief.
Objection!
The false victim simply misread the situation.
Objection!
Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. The victim must have had good reason just to be suspicious of the accused. Why does everybody do this information after seeing so incriminating? Shadow. What do I do, Shadow? What better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands? In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed the treasure box had been stolen. And just after that, he ran to accused. I'll be Ergen. I'll be your guide, okay? No, that's not what happened. Therefore, the one who stole the treasure box and killed the victim, none other than the accused. No. Ah! Is that a puppy? It's adorable. Well, by now. Alright, before we figure out what's going on now, I'm gonna go brush. So I got a touch of low blood sugar. I don't know if that sandwich was enough for dinner. Maybe I should go get another one. What do you think? Is that too much? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go brush and then we'll figure out something. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had a small scoop of peanut butter. I also grabbed 2 pickles, okay? Grab 2 pickles. Where's my headset? There it is. Hold on. Okay. Let's do this. Alright. Oh, take that down. Alright, what now? It's a puppy! Oh, Shadow! That's the puppy! Hey, Shadow, down boy. Well, what do we have here? Pickles. I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Nearly gave me a heart attack. That's what was making his bag move. Can't you put that yappy mutt down? Shadow says that Mr. Roll made a mistake. You understand him? Ha ha ha. Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense. Finish my pickle. Okay. I beg your pardon? You're not thinking of cross-examining an animal, are you? Of course not, Your Majesty. This time, anyway. Magistry. Phew, I'm glad to hear that. I thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there. I think I'd better reassess my strategy and fast. I have to somehow show that somebody else could have struck the victim or sunk. While it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died, it doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at the time. I wouldn't go that far. I hope this means you have another angle approach ready. Exactly. Who but the accused standing in front of the sinner could have done it? Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture. Okay, come on, Phoenix. I don't think of something convincing. Where else could the victim have been struck from? Behind?
Take that!
The defendant standing in front of the victim. Is it possible that the victim could have been struck from behind? From behind, you say? I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility. So now it's to have some breathing room. Who do you suppose it could have been? Oh, well, the true culprit, naturally, the one who actually committed the theft and murder. The true culprit? And I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with that. I should have known I had to explain everything. Alright. We assume the true culprit struck the victim from behind. Now that means... after going to the treasure room and stealing the treasure, the true culprit tried to escape. Okay. But then Mr. Roll appeared, making his rounds. I imagine the culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway. Heh heh heh. You're grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. Admit it, you have nothing but basic conjecture. I'm gonna look for something to base it on right now. Albie? When you ran into Mr. Roll in the hallway, was there anyone around the storeroom area? I don't know. There might have been somebody there, but I couldn't see. I was only halfway downstairs, so I couldn't see the ends of that hallway. I see. Swing and a miss. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Oh, Shadow says that someone was there. Ah, I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony is inadmissible. Heh, heh, heh. You think this is a joke? Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person. Doesn't mean the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway.
Objection!
Your desperate founding is getting hard to watch. I will enjoy watching you sink. What are you talking about? Unfortunately for you, Only the accused and the victim were there in that hallway at the time of the incident. How can you continue to make that assertion? Because there was witness, a very reliable eyewitness. What? Magistrate, the prosecution would like to call his witness to the stand. Calling an eyewitness to the stand, huh? It's been a decade since that's happened. Unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved. That was a low blow. Rough. Very well. I'll allow it. And now for something we've not heard in quite some time. Bring the witness to the stand. I think I just slurred that really bad. Bring the witness to the stand. Jesus! Witness, please state your name and occupation. Peas, lub, and stand in. Is it supposed to be peace, love, and understanding? Peace, love, and is the name. I'm like Temple's head monk. Can you dig? Oh, there's an instructor and Distenden. You're the eyewitness? Instructor. Not only is Mr. Anderson Temple's head monk, he's also a renowned Damalan expert. Sorry to have to ask, but what's a Damalan? Check it. Here she is, my sweet serenader. I one and only Groovy, right? But you heard her sultry sounds once before, brother. Dragon. And tiger. Wow, it's so slow. Bat. Toll. That's a song from the Dance of Devotion. Right on, brother. The song of ceremony. Playing this tune together is perpetual escape for me and my girl here, you dig? The song of ceremony is the song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother. May the righteous sounds of my Dalman serve as my offering to you. Wonderful. A great performance as always. It's my thing, you know. My bag. I'm making instruments sweet, baby. By the by, Mastery Pops. No Damalan class today? No, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime. Thanks to the lawyer over there. The class the judge wanted to attend was a Damalan lesson? Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust the lawyer, man. But transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Antistanden. As a treasure keeper. You must have been shocked to learn it's been stolen. Yeah, man. That was not cool. Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Andestanden? Mr. Andestanden? That's right, brother. This here is the one and only treasure box key. And I keep it on me at all times. Can you dig? The sneaky thief went and cracked open the sucker anyway. Total bummer, man. That's the key to the treasure box, is it? You know, baby, it's called the Nagatama key, and it's a historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at the temple. Nagatama key, huh? And now someone jacked the treasure on my watch. It's real buzzkill, man. How am I ever gonna face Her Holiness again? Oh, Holy Mother, please find in your infinite mercy to forgive me. Please guide this lost and humble lamb. I don't always get the far out ones. Mr. Andy Standen, do you witness the accused and the victim heading to the treasure room? You know, baby, best believe I scoped the tiny treasure Escher. Please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw. King justice against the transgressor, man. Yes, of course, I do all I can. Name of her holiness, I vow to sing, and offer the truth I swear to bring. Give me. Yeah, I kind of hope I make it through this. I feel a little bit better, not completely better. The morning of dance, devotion. Go back to my chamber. I got the devotion. Those are my chambers on the way to the temple's treasure room. Hey, hey. These small footsteps. I can quite clearly hear if anyone to the treasure room goes near. Obvious only one. Obvious only one. Before the back out, one other, then roll. Only Albie to the treasure room did stroll. Tell me I was so staying just now. Like, can you believe Mr. Roll bit the big one after that? Harsh, man. I share your sentiments. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Andy Standen? What? You found the body as well? He really is a key witness, then. That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people. The circuit box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job. You feel me? Breaker's in the first floor hallway in front of the storeroom. On the way, I got a whiff of something funky. Blood, man. Really harshed my mellow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I was falling back by the treasure room to see what. It was like, whoa, man. There was poor Mr. Roll dead as a doornail. The interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout. The only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. To see Mr. Andy Standen's unassailable account is what led to the accused's arrest. Hold it! Is it possible that the murder took place before the end of the dance of devotion? Heh heh heh, I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance. He was? You got some proof? How's this? A photo of the morning dance devotion taken by a tourist. How about graceful dancing? I don't hear the sound of Mr. Anderson's Damelin now. That's right, there's Mr. Roll on duty. Heh heh heh, never underestimate the incredible pain. So in addition to Rafa's insights, he had to back up evidence lined up too? Huh? As head monk, my monks in training are like my own kids, like family. Can you dig it? I should talk. I'll be better, man. Poor Holiness, the Holy Mother. Oh, I'll be confess your sins, my young brother. Head monk Andy Standen. I didn't kill Mr. Roll. I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother. What? Focus, little man. Your faith is weak, like a wet paper bag. Are you feeling me? Bear the rod, hey baby. Spoil the child, not maybe. That was pretty good. Her Holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, she'll forgive you in the twilight realm. I suppose you could forgive him in this realm first. Yes, please begin your cross-examination. After more dance devotion, go back to my chamber. I got devotion.
Hold it!
I have a question. Wait on me, man. I didn't know the performance is great. Peace, love, and understanding. I was really enjoying that. Sorry, but you know, there's something about that name I can't put my finger on. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Peace, love, and understanding. You had a question for me, brother? You're playing something during the Dance of Devotion, weren't you? You know it, baby. I was playing my beautiful girl right here. Avalon. In offering to Her Holiness, I play the music and the singers sing the Song of Ceremony. Mr. Understanding's playing is the best in the kingdom. This must please Her Holiness greatly. Could you continue with your testimony, Mr. Understanding? For the Holy Mother, I keep on trucking. It's Dalma. Dalma still needs some plucking. Don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Hey.
Hold it!
Could you please point out one more time where your chamber is located? Yeah, man. No spot. Chamber's on the way from the performance hall to the treasure room. Even going to the treasure room, we have to go pass by Understanding's chamber. Please allow me the chance. In small footsteps I can quite clearly hear. Anyone to the treasure room goes near.
Hold it!
Even from inside your chamber, you can still hear what's going on outside. Temple is a groovy old building, built from Mother Nature's finest. You can hear a pin drop through the wooden walls, you dig? An old building like that, I guess the walls must be pretty thin. That's how Mr. Understanding could know the Culprit's movements. It's all thanks to the Holy Mother's divine protection. I know, my man. I dedicate this testimony to Her Holiness. I was the only one.
Hold it!
How did you tell it was Albie just from the sound of some footsteps? Albie's practically family, man. Smooth Scoop, his shoes are easy to pick out. How do you know he went to the treasure room? You think it was possible he went to the storeroom at the other end of the hall? No way, man. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Saw him? In the treasure room. As you can believe. My peepers peeped the sneaky Albie. Tell us where it is you stood when you saw the accused, if you would. When I heard the footsteps, I looked out the window. My window, I can see the window of the first floor hallway across the courtyard, you dig? And through that window, I saw Albie walking in the treasure room. Can I add that statement to his testimony? Yeah, go for it. Please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Anderson. Understanding. You got it, brother. Through the window, I did spy a little Albie with my own eye.
Hold it!
Through the window, you say? That's right, brother. There's a courtyard outside the window of my chamber. Across the courtyard, I can see through the window. I can see the window of the hallway to the treasure room, man. Looking from the diagram, I guess that's plausible. View the courtyard from your chamber? How nice that must be. I bet it's beautiful at this time of year. What with pretty butterflies flitting about. You know, Pops, I often look out into the courtyard while playing my Damalon. It goes a little something like this. Always only one, always only one. The blackout, one other than roll, only I'll be to the treasure room. It's stroll.
Hold it!
I can just sure that nobody else was there. Oh man, the lawyers are as uptight as they say. It's possible someone else could have snuck past. Thanks to my friend is squeaky wooden floorboards, baby. Makes such a racket, not even the quietest cat can sneak by me, you dig? Yes, that makes sense. And all that just now was simply more of the attorney's unfounded suspicions, I see. That's the truth, baby. It's all that I sing. is all, it's ever, everything. The words of wisdom, words of truth. Baby tooth for Fisher's phone booth. Much thanks to Mr. Andestanden. Let's bring an end to defense grandstanding. That's stopping me until my client goes free. Wait a minute. Why am I singing? Right on. Even the lawyer's joining in, baby. Everybody's starting to feel the groovy vibe of my far out rhythm. Maybe just let him ruin this show. Run the show. I think I found the flaw I've been looking for. I understand I was in his chamber on the second floor. But there was something that definitely should have been blocking his view.
Objection!
There's something off about that, Mr. Andestanden. My music is off? I'm sorry you feel that way, man. It's vibe top of the charts. Where are you from? What's your voice? Orchestra? Jazz soul? There's nothing wrong with my ears, witness, but something's not quite right with your eyes. Mr. Andestanden, you've been lying to this court. Now why would I lie? I got nothing to hide. Truth and truth alone is all I sing. Lying go? No, lying ain't my thing. I contend otherwise. Do you recognize this object, Mr. Andestanden? Simple notice, man. What of it? This notice, the following instruction to the temple monks is written. All the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. What you talking about, Phoenix? I'm talking about the fact that from your chamber, you couldn't have seen anyone going to the treasure room through the shutters. Ah! Looks like you didn't get the memo. Didn't get the memo. No way. I don't believe it, man. You don't believe it? Why don't you read the notes for yourself? Let's see. Something, something, will, something, or something, something. What's your idea of reading? What's so hot at reading? Pyrenees, man. Maybe get one of the other monks to read the stuff for me, you know? Doesn't that make you Dries as head monk a little difficult? Make up his flag, man. I only moved to this country 6 months ago. What? How did you become head monk in 6 months? That's quite recent, isn't it? So, how does someone who's only been here 6 months become head monk of a temple? How do you understand? Religious faith can't be measured in months or years. I'm an adherent of Pyrenees. What? What's going on here? That's like walking into like a holy order and finding out like everyone's been like the old wise person, you know, just converted from Catholicism like last week. Craziness. My mother's teachings really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in this country. Or was the fact that there are no lawyers here that spoke to you, huh? Spain, I noticed how you feel, my man. Her Holiness's teaching spoke to me too. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brother Dumb and Brother Dumber. Well, I know why Pain suddenly became a believer in Koreanism. Look at Andestanden, haven't had an ulterior motive for becoming a believer too? Mr. Andestanden, will you be in your chamber as you claim? What? Hey, be chill, brother. Weren't you instead somewhere else?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now? According to Mr. Andestanden's testimony, he saw Albie with his own eyes. Therefore, is it really nonsense to suggest he could have seen Albie from somewhere else? Well, do you have a theory of defense? You know where Mr. Andestanden was, not in his chamber? If he wasn't in this room, then Albie had gone down the hallway toward the treasure room. There are only a few places he could have been to see Albie from. Maybe I have a theory, Your Majesty. Let's say the witness really did see Albie going toward the treasure room. Then, I suppose it's the only place he could have seen Albie go down that hall. there? Which you suggested earlier. That's where the true culprit might have been. True. No matter how I look at it, this is the only place that understanding could have been. Mr. Foreign Lawyer, don't tell me. Are you accusing Mr. Understanding of being the true culprit in this case? J'accuse! Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there's a strong possibility this witness is the murderer. Now they're gonna hate me for accusing this person.
Objection!
How dare you be so disrespectful? First you criticize your benevolence, his insight. Now you accuse the head monk of murder?
Objection!
This is the only place the witness could have been. If he was here, he could have struck the victim down from behind. And he moved his body down to the treasure room. That's nothing but groundless conjecture. There's one more thing. Do you remember what was said in the opening argument? In that argument, it was suggested that Albie used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure. That's right. And what of it? Well, why don't we try this twist on for size? He used his position as head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure. What? What? You joshed me, man? Key to the treasure box has been passed down from head monk to head monk. What better position to be in if you want to steal the treasure? You can't possibly be serious. Does this mean you're claiming that Mr. Understanding's oath of faith is nothing but a lie destined to get him close to the treasure? Witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to this court. So clearly he isn't above lying. You swear to the Holy Mother to not the truth which you bring? Like that, I don't think it's unfair to call your faith into question. Ah! This is ridiculous. Are there no limits to what this lawyer will say? I mean, lie is such a strong word. Maybe it was just a mistake. Enough with the nervous wreck routine, prosecutor. You're just embarrassing yourself, man. What? What was that, Mr. Understanding? Lawyer man, you really are the lowest of the low. You've gone and said something I can't forgive. You called my belief into question, my faith in the Holy Mother. And nobody gets away with that. Did not see that coming. Probably should have, didn't. Well, what on earth? That music's making my ears bleed. Did he pull those out of his robe? This is the music of my soul. Death to the lawyer. I'm Twilight Messenger. Can't you tell? Gonna take this lying lawyer straight to hell. He's driven with lies, running with Philistines. I'm gonna send that lawyer to the Guillotines? Philistines? Did I mispronounce that? I thought it was Philistine. Philistines? Guillotines? The French call it guillotine. Now for something completely different. That plinkety plunk music just wouldn't let me express my rage. You're right, huh? You no source of your anger having your lie exposed? You just don't get it. If I lied, it's because you drove me to it. I'll stiff around and suspiciously throwing off false accusations. If I was a lawyer, I'm afraid that's my job. Yeah, well, lawyers are crap. Keep making noise, and I'll have to use my partner on you. I'm the one making noise. Hey, do you want to know the truth, huh? You can handle the truth, do you? Fine, let's see you try. This sounds like old 8-bit music. Or, voice. Feel the heat of my brutal death beat. Savage, right? Spitting bullets, ain't ya? Dreams of my soul are gonna make a mosh pit out of this peanut gallery. Please win the court over with that performance. Yo, Geezer, I got something to testify. Get ready for the whole howling of my soul. I call this chart topper Soul Screaming Truth. And we're gonna run out of time on this one. The priestess's stance, I come to an end. To the music storeroom, my way I did went. Death truth is what you dread. Hear me shred. From my spot in front of the storeroom, I saw Albie creep to the treasure room. Kinda lazy rhyme there. And trailing from behind, found no scent. I saw patrol after Albie he went. Me my girl, innocent and sweet, back by the storeroom, can't be beat. Without wind the power, ticket to midnight, black with the blackest black, robbing all sight. Yeah, baby, let the soul metal flow. What is that music? I've never heard anything like it. And it's so fast, it's making my head spin. This is Dalmallin metal. Hey yo, Geezer, how those ears ringing? I know it's about music, but I got chills, and they're multiplying. Hey, you scared, lawyer man? Run away, fast as you can. What a wonderful rhythm. I covenant for further deliberations. Now, Mr. Understanding, what'd you go to the music storeroom for? Never my down my line away. She's my precious partner. Gotta give her a good rest after playing in the right. Then why did you lie before? Because you sent me to hell. Huh? You don't know about lawyers and their lawyerly ways? Am I right, people? If I admitted I went to the storeroom, he'd drummed up a false charge on me. I don't want to get sent to hell. What do you say? He's right. That still would have happened. Now see why that Defense Culpability Act was passed. You feel me? Corinne? Yeah, you said it. Is it too much to ask for a low-key trial? Now, are you folks ready to rock or what? Yeah! I can't hear you. I said, you ready to teach this lying lawyer how we do things around here? Yeah! Alright. Then I'm going to lay it on you. One more time. Screaming truth of my soul. Alright, let's do it. This dance had come to an end. Music stared and showing my way I did went.
Hold it!
Say he went to this music storeroom. How do you know you didn't go to the treasure room to steal the treasure instead? Now what grounds should you base that accusation? Got anything to show for it? He's right. I don't really have any proof. And yet, I can't prove you did go to the treasure room either. You stole the treasure and were ready to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Roll. You panicked and ran to the music store, isn't that right? Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy stares from every direction? The silence is your answer, lawyer man. This audience knows the score. Just what we needed. A moment of silence to bid this lawyer's baseless claim goodbye. Why do they have to hate lawyers so much in this country? I said it before and I'll say it again, lawyer man. As the priestess danced, I went to the music store room. Death choose what you dread, name is shred.
Hold it!
So what exactly do you mean by death's truth? The way to truth is gonna send your lawyer's soul to hell. The sea of blood will be the last thing you ever see. Not sure I want to get what he's saying. I expect a bobblehead like you to understand. Either you get it, you feel it, or you don't. Simple as that. My spot in front of the storeroom, I saw Albie creep to the treasure room.
Hold it!
How did Albie appear at the time? Come think of it, he was glancing around all shifty-like. You can tell he was up to no good. Shady, I tell ya. What's that saying about people who live in glass houses? He was about to steal the treasure, so it only stays he looked furtive.
Objection!
Couldn't admit he was sneaking into the steal the treasure box. Wouldn't that be why he was looking around? What's that, people? Only the Holy Mother knows the truth, you say? This is wrong. Peace, love, and knows the score, baby. My lips to our Holy Mother's ear. An artist only sees what he saw there. In other words, my reasoning isn't good enough for Godboy here. And what do you see next, Mr. Andestanden? Until from behind, hound on the scent, I saw patrol after Albie he went.
Hold it!
Someone tells me this is going to be a spectacular waste of time, but what do you mean by hound on the scent? What? You don't get it? It's always the same, y'all. There's question without mercy. Or famous someone created a controversy. Most of the lyrical sense I was questioning. I say hound on the scent like a hunting dog. But you know, moles got guard in. Uh-oh. Here we go. Inspiration came to me suddenly, like a flash, and...
Hold it!
That's okay. You don't have to explain your lyrics anymore. Hey, you're the one who asked. I know I shouldn't have asked. Mr. Andestanden, you're still in the stand. Please stick to your testimony. You can explain your lyrics to me later in drama 1 class. Fine, have it your way, teaser. The show must go on. Slash and thrash. Me and my girl, innocent and sweet. Backlash storm can't be beat.
Hold it!
What exactly are we doing in the music storeroom? There, get the picture? Picture, what picture? Mr. Andestanden is requesting that you not ask him the same thing over and over. It is, you got it in one. Take a bow, baby. How the heck do you understand that? What was that I doing in the music storeroom? You ask? I already told you. I'm taking care of my partner, Karen, getting ready to put her away. You see, will you leave it? Then out went the power. Take it to midnight, blacker than blackest black, robbing all sight.
Hold it!
Where were you when the power outage occurred? Like I said, I was in the music storeroom. My girl had been sounding a little off, tried to get her back in tune. Isn't that true that you were actually in the hallway at the time? The hallway, you say? Why would I be in the hallway? You're waiting for Mr. Roll to come back from his patrol in the treasure room. When you discovered the treasure had been stolen, you were going to kill him. Lawyer man, just as always, so full of bull. String knocks, just slice, and pulling out the wool. Truth the liar, through and through, and I ain't never, ever gonna forgive you. Utter lies with no evidence, as always, his claims are just tenuous. Okay, nice, prosecutor. I think up with you, throwing down. Someone stop their jam session, please. You made your assertions clear, defense, but your argument is rather unsubstantiated. That's not good. Heh heh heh. What's so funny? Peace, love, and Andestanden? Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness.
Objection!
You're forgetting one very important thing. Huh? Heh heh heh. Seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design. That's right. That's right. I did forget about that. Except the box is right there where he was. It's not like Wins played the outage so he could take advantage of the darkness. Without darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up on behind Mr. Roll and kill him. You're right. Even I would not notice someone coming up behind me. Well, defense, what do you have to say about that? What can I say about that? Strike, your claim is completely without merit. Unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made the outage happen. Maybe not magically, but Wait, that's it. I can tell the witness could have made the power outage happen. With no magic necessary. What? You have a theory, Defense? All you have to do is make use of something shown in this diagram. What the witness used to make the power outage happen? Breaker.
Take that!
The witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box on the storeroom into the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, wouldn't you say? Kirk! Nice try. That theory doesn't hold water, lawyer man. And why not? You're saying I turned the breaker off and then snuck up on Mr. Rowe and hit him? In pitch black darkness? With no source of light whatsoever? Is that what you're saying? With the lights off, that hallway's blacker than 100 midnights. Alright, we're gonna have to pause here. I know we're almost at the end, but I'm still kind of feeling a little bit off because of hunger. So I'm gonna save it here, and we'll pick back up on Monday, okay? I'm very sorry. I know we're almost at the end, but I don't want to pass out. I'm very sorry. Okay, you know what? Okay, give me a second to go eat a little something again. I'll be right back, okay? Just give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, we'll try to finish it, okay? That one. There. Okay. With that lights out, that hallway's blacker than 100 midnights. You can't see the hand in front of your face. How can you commit murder like that? Unless there's somebody standing right in front of the victim like the accused. Hidwing's right. I can't just let his point stand. Maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide. A guide through the darkness? Something? That's more than a little vague, wouldn't you agree? You ain't gonna move this room with a half-baked hunch like that, bro. You gotta hit him hard. Then you make him feel it, you hear me? Start my verse, baby. Woo! Well, I'm afraid I don't understand the witness lyrics very well, either. But in a trial, your arguments have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision now, Defense. Oh, what'd I do? Can you present to us something that could have served as a guide through the darkness? I can. Yes, I can. Because there has to be something. Alright, let's see what you have, Defense. What do you think be holding that served as a guide through the darkness?
Take that!
Box closed in the dark. I think the victim was holding the treasure box. Huh? Huh? Have you gone mad? The box glows in the dark, so you could use it as sort of beacon. Well, if you're right, why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box? Oh, well, because I guess it's just mine. What's this lawyer talking about? Not lies yet again. Just give me the death penalty. I mean, I thought the killer had that. there no way to win them over? I gotta sneeze. Alright, so no way to win them over. Defense. Are we going to be needing those tongue shears after all? No, your majesty. Hey man, do it, do it. Then we can jam out to the Sawyer's shrieks of pain. Ha ha ha, better get those screams of agony out now, lawyer man. Oh, I still have a tongue to scream with. Do you actually use your tongue to scream? I don't think you do. Ah! No, it's just throat. I guess better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. As one of the victims holding the treasure box. Needs to be explained to us. Brain, don't fail me now. What reason could the victim possibly have had to be holding that treasure box? He was holding the treasure box because he was a security guard. Because he was a security guard. I beg your pardon? Mr. Roll moved the treasure from the treasure room in order to protect it. I don't know what you're talking about. You must have known the treasure would be stolen on that day. Maybe received a warning from the culprit. And so, before the treasure could be stolen, Mr. Roll decided to take it somewhere safe. Oh my. How thrilling.
Objection!
Your Majesty, don't let this Vince's forked tongue deceive you. The victim had even an inkling of potential theft. Surely he would have let the temple authorities know. Oh, you're right. He never mentioned a word of anything like that to me, and I'm the head monk. I'm certainly not so confident about that answer. Well, I just came dangerously close to having my soul sullied by Sawyer's lies. But I'm not lying. I guess I better try again. What reason did the victim possibly have had for holding that treasure box? A devout believer. He's a devout believer. What's this now? He was such a devout believer. He would have upheld the rule forbidding anyone from even looking at the treasure. You certainly have a very good point there. But he did, because he had the bandana on his face. That's why I say he's just making a bunch of random nonsense as he goes along. I can't say I disagree. It's not nonsense, I have a proper theory. What reason could the victim possibly have had for holding that treasure box, okay? Alright, guess who's the thief? I think I just happened to stumble upon. I think it just might be the answer. And it would turn this whole trial upside down. Hello, defense? Are you still with us? Let's hear this easy explanation you promised. Is it possible it's because the victim himself was the thief? Victim. The thief? Ha 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 ha! What kind of bull are you spewing now? Your Majesty, this guy's off his rocker. If the victim was the thief, everything we've learned so far would all make sense. It would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. After more dance and devotion, Mr. Roll went to the treasure room. He grabbed the box that contained the treasure and started to take off with it. But then he ran into Albie on the great stairs. That's how Mr. Roll pulled his gun on Albie. Then when the blackout occurred, Mr. Roll was bludgeoned to death in the darkness. This explains why the victim would be holding the glowing treasure box in the dark. And how it would possibly be possible for someone to refuse to kill him. Do you have any idea what you're saying? You're unbelievable, lawyer man. I think you've lost it. Haha, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Roll trying to roll the temple? That devout believer? That pious Koranist? I won't allow you to discard its victims to discard soul without unfounded allegations. But prepare to back up your claim. Of course, Your Majesty. Oh, really? In that case, you can assume you have proof? Oh, proof, huh? Do I have any proof? he didn't have his scarf around his face right here. I can't back down now. He has had proof. In my dreams. Proof that Mr. Roll was the thief. May have been left behind on a certain piece of evidence. Very well. See your evidence. You're going to stand behind it. Why is there blood on his hand? Footprints, fingerprints, I'll take anything at this point. If there was something that had been involved with the theft, I saw some trace evidence left on it.
Take that!
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. I hit the wrong button. Just like to examine the piece of evidence. What you know? I don't think that piece of evidence will give us any answers. I didn't mean to hit that button. I meant to look at it. I got it wrong. I should like to examine this penalty instead. Ah! Hit the wrong button. Okay, don't think this, Phoenix. There's something that might still hold some trace of being touched. If the thief was something you would have touched. The box. You've got a chance. It's time to show me evidence you can stay behind. Please fingerprints, I'll take anything this time. Yeah, so I was going to do the box. I wanted to look at the picture, though.
Take that!
This is like to examine the treasure box. There might be trace evidence on the show that the victim had held it. Might? I better hope you turn up something more definitive than that, Spence. Yes, sir, Your Majesty. Very well. Bailiff, bring the treasure box. Wait, are we allowed to see it now? There you are, defense. You're free to examine it. If I don't find something now, my entire arguments up to this point will be blown. Plus, there's that little matter of the old tongue shears. If I find something, I just have to. Gotta make sure I remember how to do this. Rotate, look at evidence, I can always be in, zoom in, blah, blah, blah. I don't ever zoom in. If you turn around, I can always use reset to return things. Okay, cool. Make search every inch of this box carefully. Get anything of interest in detail with space. This is the lock. It was forced open. I don't really see anything else to notice about it. This is where the Founder's Orb was, huh? I don't see any trace of the orb left here now. I don't really know anything about the orb, so who knows? Victim's blood. Blood get here when the victim was struck with this box? There's blood on this box when the victim was hit with something else. Guess I can't really tell just by looking. There's butterfly relief here. The same butterfly shape here and there all over the parade. Shame, I guess it doesn't really prove anything. The lid of the box was forced open. While the victim was holding the box, it must have been closed. Not closed on the lid too. Hey. But what? You son of a... You locked it. So? What's the big deal? I thought you could open it with that key you're wearing. Yeah, I can. No sweat. Why is there a bucket load of sweat? Why is there a bucket load dripping off of you over there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Would you lend me your Magatama key? Sure. Okay, let's see. Where's the keyhole? Well, it's the Magatama key. Wouldn't it go in the hole above the Magatama mark? Huh? It won't open. Humph. Would you look at that? These must have busted the lock when they forced the box open. Really? I'm not so sure about that. In any case, I better take another good look. Find proof that the victim was holding the box. This lock is forced open. I don't see anything else to note about it. Handprint. This bloodstain shows the outline of a hand. Must be what I've been looking for. Mastery, take a look at this. There's a bloodstain here that outlines the shape of a hand. Really? Let me see that. Oh my, you're right. Now I'm getting somewhere. I believe this bloodstain is an outline of the victim's hand as he was holding the box. What? As he was being struck, he held on tight to the precious treasure box. After all, he'd gone through a lot of trouble to steal it. The blood from his head wound splattered across his hand and onto the box.
Objection!
Master, don't let yourself be taken in. It's just more of his lawyery deceit. What do you mean? Ha ha ha. Mr. Wright, where is your proof that the outline is that of the victim's hand? What? I should have seen this coming. You show proof or prepare to meet the shears. You save us all some time and bite your tongue out now and submit to it instead. That, and I see coming. No defense? How about it? Do you have proof that the outline is of the victim's hand? Or the proof or something like that? B. Please submit your evidence at this time. Evidence shows the outline of the treasure box is that of the victim's hand.
Take that!
I got it. This evidence is going to shave my beloved tongue. Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it just so happens I have the proof you require. You do? It's right here, in this crime photo. It is? Where? Please point it out. What proves the bloodstain on the outline of the box is out of the victim's hand? You ask.
Take that!
Yeah, we were so close, and, Treeborn begged me not to quit. Mr. Payne, take a good look at the victim's hand. We gotta hurry, though. See, this is blood. What? We placed Mr. Roll's hand inside the bloody outline. You think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter? Exactly. Here goes nothing. If they do form one complete splatter, it would prove my theory correct. Then the victim really was holding the box. I wouldn't bet my life on it. This reasserts the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box. Can't be serious. I protest. There's no way they would ever match up. This is highly impossible for her. Ow! Talk about tongue karma. It's not like he just is. Sorry, I'm trying to speed up a little bit. What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get tangled up in there? Or are you trying to submit your own tongue to the court? I do. I still don't know where we got the amplifiers. I can hardly believe it. Apparently not everything out of the defensive mouth is a bluff. Of course not, Your Majesty. This tongue does lie. And I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future, too. If you wouldn't mind. Never has to know it really was a bluff. No, not Mr. Roll. I can't believe it. I'm sorry, Albie. I know it's upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly. Probably just for his family. After all, he gave his dream of becoming a monk to help them. Oh, is that the thing Mr. Roll would say to me? Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk on one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say. Yeah, he was probably wanting you not to end up a thief. Tiffle, Mr. Roll.
Objection!
And now, just wait 1 minute. If the victim was a thief and he was holding the treasure box, then that means Mr. Roll was holding the murder weapon when he was killed. Oh, that's a very good point. Doesn't make much sense, does it?
Objection!
If the victim was holding the treasure box, it couldn't have been the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else. The murder weapon was something else. Blood was thought to have gotten on the box when the box used a weapon. But it turns out that wasn't the case. Blood splattered on the treasure box the victim was holding. When he was struck with a real weapon, that's what really happened. Is that right, Mr. Anderson? Are you insinuating I'm the one who used the real weapon? Are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding? Ha 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 ha! You got me riled up, lawyer man. I feel a song coming on. Looking for a weapon that just don't exist. Pathetic lawyer man, drop into the abyss. Despicable lawyer man, you make me sick. You can disappear just like magic trick. Worthless lawyer man, done by a weapon. For you, my miserable wretch, held up, beckon. Yeah. I know I don't need to remind you of defense. That your life is on the line. I know, Your Majesty. That you're prepared to risk it on this mere idea of a real murder weapon. Death to the lawyer! This is it. The moment of truth. I can't back down, not now. Yes, Your Majesty, I am. I'm confident the real murder weapon does indeed exist. That's a bold claim, Mr. Wright. Now see you back it up. Show us this piece of evidence points to the real murder weapon. Gladly. If I knew which one it was. What would somebody like Anderson used to bludgeon someone? I'm pleased to submit your evidence to the court. This is the thing, whatever it's called. Yeah, I see it, lawyer man. I see the thing that shows the real murder weapon you say I used.
Take that!
What I'm about to present is really nothing more than a possibility. This thin thread is all I've got. Allow me to direct the court's attention to this photo of the morning dance of devotion. Photo, how's that going to help you, Mr. Wright? He's using a different thing. There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me. He's using a different... Yeah, it's different. Oh, yeah? And what's this something, This thing here is odd, to say the least. Can I point to it?
Take that!
Mr. Anderson, why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you're playing in the photo? Would you look at that? They're completely different shapes. I bet you said your Dalmalon was your one and only. Well, Mr. Anderson, what do you have to say to that? Heh, I got nothing to say. Allow me to answer for you. They're different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition. After you used to bludgeon Mr. Roll to death. Ha! My old partner wasn't doing so hot, so I brought her sister along. That's all. Not a big deal, lawyer man. In that case, please submit your old Dalmalon to this court as evidence. Too bad. You're too late. I got rid of her yesterday. Okay, I'm going to take my pill. You what? Burned up the rest of the trash. Ash to ash, baby, haha. No! He's already destroyed the evidence. I see more trash right here in this court that needs to be burnt. Burned in the fires of hell. Lawyer trash. Ha 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 ha. Now there's no proof to show. Oh, come on, that was pathetic. I can sound better than that. Where's that great scream of yours? This can't be how it ends. I think I've heard enough. I think the defense is unable to produce the evidence it needs to prove its assertion. But Your Majesty, it's only because the wind destroyed it. Evidence is everything in court. Don't tell me you've forgotten this most fundamental principle of our profession. Without sufficient proof, You claim that Mr. Anderson's murder is no more than conjecture. Arrgh! Heh heh heh. There's a pain expression I've been looking for. By the way, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting. What is it now? You accused Mr. Anderson of being the thief. But the real thief turned out to be the victim. Uh-oh. From that, Mr. Anderson's motive for murder goes out the window. Ah! Great point, Prosecutor, you tell him. If I'd been there, I would have just collared the whole gotten the treasure back. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now. Was there? There's no good counter-argument to that. Sounds to me like Mr. Anderson has been completely wrongfully accused. Unfortunate as it may be, I think it's time to hand down the verdict in this case. Not good. Not good. Chance, I trust you understand what yourself perceived for taking on this case. Is the box we have not the real one? Ah! What do I do? Murder weapon's been destroyed. Now I've got no motive. Or Albie will be convicted, and I will lose my life too. That's right, you wasted this court's time and spares everything we hold sacred. Charged with Leslie Majesty in the district of crime of abetting the accused. Yeah, you should pay for just desecrating my good name. Goodbye, lawyer man. Time for you to do some repent in the Twilight Realm. This guy is guilty of sin. I should know it. I must have had some reason to kill Mr. Roll. But what? Come on, people, let me hear you. Give me a shout. Can I take this lawyer trash out? Terminate. Annihilate. Terminate. Annihilate. You can do it time to turn if I think around. I shouldn't be trying to figure out what Anderson's motive was. I think about what kind of situation would give him a motive. You steal it? He said. If Mr. Roll was the thief, and he had gotten his hands on the box, then why? Why in the world did he ask Albie that question? I thought the treasure box would have prompted him to... Ah! Chris, what's gotten into you? Now I get it. Now it all makes sense. Well, welcome, man. What you trying to say? Muttering spirit yourself sound like you knocked something loose upstairs. Your Majesty, please hold off your ruling for just a little while longer. Don't tell me you're going to start begging for your life now. Treeborn, I tried to push you, like... it sounded like it was really close, but... I know now we're really close, but I gotta go to bed. I got work in the morning. I can't stay up super late for this. Like, are we that close? Imagine I said I realized something important. I've been operating under serious misconception this whole time. It's conception, you say? That's right. You're taking notes about the treasure box. Alright, I'll go to bed. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, if it was gonna finish like 10 minutes, I thought we were done. But we'll have to finish up next time. Alright, so, that's it for us tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone. No stream tomorrow. I gotta cut my grass, and maybe I'll have to go through and fix all the stuff that's broken. But we'll get there. So sleep well, have good dreams. I'll see you guys back here on Friday. I should be able to stream on Friday. I do have a meeting on Friday, supposedly. I'm gonna try to skip it, because I don't need to be there. It's stupid. It's basically, hey, are you ready for this? Yes, I'm ready for it. Why not just tell the head leader of the meeting in advance? So that's my plan. So good night, everyone. Sleep well. Have good dreams. Fox out. Night night.